attended is raw. Fix your lenses, forensics would have told you Kendrick had killed it. Pretend it's a massacre, and the mass is upon us. And I mastered being the master at dodging your honor. In the chapter that read.
I have not went walking in months, like since the beginning of summer. So I was super slow, but I did go 2 miles and I tried. So at the end of the day, that's what matters, right? I tried. I just needed to burn off some frustration and stress. What better way to do it than to go walking and listen to gangster rap? That's a good way to get out aggression. Out in public, but I really don't care. I had to run to the grocery store because I started making chili to put in our crock pot, and I realized that I only had bought 1 can of beans. Not real sure why I only bought 1 can of beans. So I'm picking up, I just picked up some more cans of beans. I'm gonna run by the Tractor Supply and grab a couple of bags of bedding, because I'm going to go home while the kids are taking a nap and John is resting, and I'm going to clean the barn. It is really gross and really bad, and it needs to be cleaned really bad. So I'm going to do that today, and I've also got to go across town and pick up John's more of his pain medicine. So this will be fun. All right, let's rock and roll. I'm really tired, y'all. I'm really tired, but stuff has to get done, and I'm the one to do it. So just like that, I'm in here and I'm cleaning this out. I'm letting them run around while I'm doing it. They're not really quite sure what to think about this, but they're willing to bet it's kind of weird. So I've got this cleaned out. I've got to sweep it out, and I'm going to put fresh bedding down. And I've got to come up with another way of having food and water bowls in here that the chickens are not constantly throwing stuff in there. I mean, I don't want to keep the chickens pinned up. My little pin thing over there, that sure didn't work. So I've got them in Rex's cage. Rex is in there right now, just so that I can clean his, because I've got to clean his out too. I'm going to let the chickens out. I'm going to do all of this, clean the chicken, and then let the chickens out, clean this, and then put Rexy back, clean his, put him back. But we're starting at the back of the barn and working our way forward. But I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to find a way to elevate the rabbits' food and water, that the chickens are not constantly throwing stuff in it, because their stuff is staying pretty freaking disgusting. And so they never have good water for more than a couple of hours without the chickens throwing stuff in it. So I've got to figure out a way of either enclosing the chickens in that, or coming up with a way to keep them from throwing stuff everywhere. I've thought about letting Rexy live over there and making this their coop, and them stay in this all night long, and then me let them out in the mornings like I would if they had a regular coop. I mean, it's more than enough space for them. So, I don't know. I'm going to decide as I go. Because really, that's how I work things anyway. I just kind of wing it and decide as I'm going. I never actually, have real good, decent plans. So, decide as we go. We'll see. But right now, let's get to sweeping, cleaning the barn.
Now, if I were a bricklayer, I wouldn't build just anything.
I clean out the barn, I always pile it into this one big pile, and I just turned it over. Holy crap, this is gonna be nice for the garden next year. Ta 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 ta. Oh, I gotta get these strings out from the hay. Whew, that's hard work. But I've got the center aisle cleaned up, and this one almost finished cleaning out. I am gonna put Rex in here and give him this large space. And keep the chickens up there at night. Several reasons. When I have breath, I'll tell you why. So I gave Roni a clean bed, clean water, food, hay, gave him some straw to bed down in because it's gonna get cold tonight. So now Roni is in this first cage that was just basically empty. The rabbit, of course, I did not clean hers. I've told you this before. I'll say it again. I'm very particular about, I knocked my chicken water in there. I'm very particular about making sure to not disturb Mama's house too much when she's got little babies. So I'm not messing with hers. I put her water, which I've got to clean that. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to patch everything up so I can get back in the house. I've been gone for a while. I'm sure John is needing me. But I just patched it up, tossed her some water in there for right now until I can come back. I've got to clean all of the waterers, all the feed buckets. But I've used an old nesting box and stuck that in there, so hopefully the rabbits or the chickens won't be throwing stuff in there. This, I have not introduced you to him yet. This is Mr. Nameless for right now, who is marking everything. This is my brand new blue buck. He is a cutie patootie. So he actually has already been bred to one of my females. This dude hopefully will make me some beautiful blue babies. So this is going to be his house where Rex-a-Roni originally was, to give him a little more space. Now, locking the chickens up at night, I now have a roost for them, nest box for them. I've got to come back, put feed and water in here. This is where the chickens are going to be put up every single night. I'm tired of them making ungodly messes when nobody's around. Okay, and then of course we have these guys over here. I threw them some straw as well so that they could bed down when it gets cold. And of course you get to listen to the dogs bark. So they have feed, bedding, everybody's in good shape. Everybody's ready to rock and roll. Now let's get back in the house, take care of my hubs. So I'm about to head out to go pick up my sister. She's going to come watch the kids so that I can take John to the doctor. Because the doctor is kind of far away and we won't be home in time for the kids to get off the bus or any of that. So I am hurting so bad. Why I think, oh, let's not just slowly get back into something. Let's jump into walking 2 miles and cleaning the barn and going and doing all these things. Like, why I pick one day to do it all, I'm not really sure. But that's typical of my personality. Like, it's all or nothing all the time. So I'm like really, really sore right now. And I still have to take him to the doctor. He's hurting real bad. Like, really, really bad. So he took some medicine and he's laying down and the kids are napping. So, all right, let's go get Emily and take Daddy to the doctor.
Nothing unusual, nothing strange, close to nothing at all. The same old scenario, the same old rain, and there's no explosion.
From the doctor, and I am closing up my barn for the night. No real answers yet. They did write him out of work indefinitely. He goes in the morning for an MRI and an x-ray on his face so that we can kind of see where. So now they're not sure if it's actually an oral surgeon he needs to see or an ear, nose, and throat doctor. So hopefully tomorrow more tests will be run and we should get better answers. So that's all of that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and feed everybody and get in the house and eat dinner myself. I'm starving. So love you guys. Make sure you check out all of our social media links down below. And until tomorrow or whenever I can do another vlog, love you. Bye.